Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Ananya.
There will never be another after you. You're the only one that matters.
So if you would have seen my story, you would know that I tried filming this video last night, actually at around 12 o'clock, but my camera's battery died halfway through, so I had to like charge my camera and film it again today. So I actually kind of lost sense of time. I mean, I thought there was at least a week or 10 days left for Diwali. I just didn't realize that it was, you know, in 2 days. So yeah, without any further delay, let's just begin because it's going to be a pretty long video. So I'm going to start by moisturizing my face, and for that I'm going to use Cetaphil's moisturizer. They also have an oily skin variant if you want to check out. So yeah, I mean, Cetaphil moisturizers are usually really nice for oily skin, but just in case you want to check that version out, you could. So if you want to know a little bit more about Cetaphil moisturizer, I mean, you could Google it, but I'm just saying. I also do have a reels on my Instagram comparing Emollient and Cetaphil, so you could check that out. Look, I was thinking was to like use dark brown eyeshadow for the crease, and for my eyelid I just wanted to use golden glitter or like whatever color glitter, and then black eyeliner on the lower waterline, a little, you know, smudged. So now I'm just gonna zoom you guys in so that you could have an up close look. So before we start you know, using eyeshadows, I really like using concealers on my eyelid. This is the Wet n Wild's corrector or photo focus concealer. Okay. I'm just gonna do one eye, I mean on camera. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with a very light brown shade, using the shade called Sandalwood. Using this shade called Sandalwood and applying it as my transition shade. So when you see straight, do you see that fold on your eyes, that little fold? So that is called your crease. Like the fold is called your crease, and the area right above that is where your transition shade goes. So yeah, usually transition shades are, you know, light browns, light pinks, and light colors of whatever eye look you're going for usually. And now we are going to pick up a dark brown shade for the crease. I'm using a totally different palette. You could obviously use the same palette, but I'm just gonna use this one. Always dust your brush off, especially when you are doing darker colors. So I'm gonna start by placing it in my outer corners like that. Right, and now I'm gonna take the shade on my crease. So I'm gonna do circular motions in here, and when I go to my crease, this motion is called windshield wiper motion. I'm going for more like a rounded look, but if you want an angle, you could probably put a little washi tape in there or sellotape, whatever works. Now comes the fun part. We're gonna use glitter on our eyelids, and for that you could use, you know, a glitter shade like this one, bubbly or moon dust or blessed. You could use one of these gold shades. If you're going to wear like a pink salwar or whatever saris, you could use pink, you know, rose gold shades. Or if you just want to use rose gold along with gold dress, who's going to come and ask you, right? So you can use whatever shade you want, but glitter. So what I'm going to be using is this little eyeshadow from this brand called Australis Metallics. So they make they make amazing eyeshadows. Like the pigmentation is so good, consistency and the way it goes on your skin is so smooth and buttery, and that's what I really like about this eyeshadows. You get those on Nykaa, so if you want you could, you know, check it out. I'm going to use like a little flat brush and place it right in the center. So you see that it's so intense, but this is not really the look we're going for, so I'm just going to spread that throughout. So now we are done with the top lid, and now we're going to use some eyeliner or kajal on the lower waterline. So I'm using this eyeliner from Wet n Wild. It's a pure black eyeliner. Also, I have this one Indian makeup look on my Instagram that has green glitters on my lower waterline. You could totally do that for Diwali if you want to. So the best part about that look is that it's totally customizable. You could literally do a wing eyeliner on your top lid, and you could do green glitters if you're wearing green sari, a green dress. Then if you're wearing pink sari, you could do, you know, pink lower waterline. It's so good. And yeah, so I'm not going to stop right there. I'm just going to bring it a little below as well. Black eyeshadow and dust it off. Work with the shade. I mean, don't go you know, lower than that, and work with what you have. And now we are going to do a little wing right there. Not a full-on wing, but just to make your eyes look longer and elongated. Only to the inner corners. Just outer corners. Just don't go beyond, you know, this part where you have the glitter. Also, you could add glitter to the inner corners if you want. And I'm not going to be using the same glitter. Use a lighter glitter, you know. Let me use bubbly. And put this on the inner corners like that. So that kind of completes the whole look. Whole eyes. That's it for the eyes. We just need to add on some mascara or false lashes, whatever you want, and then do our eyebrows and we'll be done. So yeah, mascara is done. I've also used mascara for my lower lashes. It's totally up to you again. And yeah, for my eyebrows, I'm not going to add in any color or like product to my eyebrows, but if you have very sparse brows, you could totally do that. But for this video, I'm just gonna use soap. Have you guys heard of soap brows? It's a thing. So yeah, I've just put this Pears soap in this tin box. I know it looks a little gross, but yeah. And I'm going to spray some rose water into it. You can totally spray plain water, but I just had this in front of me, so yeah. I could use a spoolie and gently, you know, take off product in your spoolie like that. And the corners alone, like that. Okay guys, so this is the part where we are going to be using, you know, concealer or any kind of tint you want to under my eye, like just the center of my face, this part. Okay, so let's do this. And I cannot believe that I'm filming the whole entire video all over again. I filmed until this part last night and I had to, you know, close everything up and go to bed because my camera died. I always face some technical issues, like literally always. So we had this final presentation. My college had this final presentation and it was online because everything else was online as well. So we had to like join this one dumb website. I don't even remember what it was, but I was so prepared, you guys. I was never so prepared for an exam or a presentation before, but for this, I knew my shit. I was so ready with the presentation. I had my notes ready and everything else, but 1 minute before the presentation started, I tried to enter and I couldn't enter because it had some technical issues apparently, and it worked for everybody else in the class in the same link, but for me it didn't. I have a lot of examples like this, even for my design entrance exam. Also, you guys, when I said the center of my face, like this is what I meant. I'm literally going to apply product to like the center, this triangle, this little triangle, okay? So yeah, for my design entrance exam that I had to attend, yeah, I was actually prepared for the exam. I was a little sick, but I was actually prepared when I had to write my entrance exam. So when I went there, I went an hour before the exam started, because from the place I was staying, it was a little far away, so I had to, you know, start early and all that stuff. But I was there an hour before it started. But when I entered the exam hall, they told me that my birth day and date was entered wrongly. I mean, how would I even forget my own birthday? Or I went through the form literally so many times before I submitted it, so there is no way it could have gone wrong. And because I went through my form so many times before submitting it, and they told me that it was a technical issue again. So yeah, I always face technical issues, and you guys have no clue how many times my camera's battery has died, and my storage always gets full for some reason, even though I do not have anything on my laptop or my phone. Whatever is left on the sponge, I'm just going to, you know, use it on the rest of my face and nothing else. I'm not going to use any other product for like around my mouth or like this part, because we are going to be wearing masks and it's going to sweat a lot if you use like full foundation or concealer right there. So yeah, you could totally stop here if this is what you're looking for, but you could also totally go ahead and add bronzer, blush and highlighter. Yeah, that's how it goes. Your bronzer goes in the place where your tragus is. Like if this is your tragus, just above, a little above that is where your bronzer goes. And then the blush, like just above the bronzer is your blush, and then highlighter to the highest point of your face, to like the highest point. So the bronzer that I'm going to be using is from L'Oreal. And if you have a brush like this, amazing. Like if you have a brush that is flat and long, something like this, you know, it's just perfect. But if you don't, you could use your fingers as well, or a regular brush. And you know, I'm just gonna start right there and go down. So doing this will give a really nice angle to your face. So if you look from the side, you wouldn't see any difference, but when you look straight, you see that shadow that we created, a little brown part. It instantly, you know, gives this angle to your face and makes your face look slimmer. And when you bronze this part, your face is going to look so slim, trust me. I mean, not drastically, this is not plastic surgery, but it's definitely going to make a difference. Now that we're done with the contour, let's move on to blush. So the blush I'm using is from Sugar Cosmetics. It's a really nice, you know, mauve pink. Also, make sure you don't bring your blush below this part, not for the mask, but usually when you bring blush below that part, it could make you look a little older. So yeah, use blush only right there. So because I'm not wearing any makeup around my mouth, using a bright lipstick could cancel out all that pigmentations. Let me show you in a while. I've literally not used anything right there, and all this pigmentation, if I'm going to use a nude lipstick or like a really light pink, it'll only enhance all that. But when you use reds and dark browns, it'll really cancel out all that and your lips could stand out. This is a 95 Primer Plus matte lipstick. And also I aligned or gave an outline to my lips with this wine or purpley lipstick from MAC's Panda collection. Hey you guys, we are done with the makeup. And yeah, if you want, you could add a bindi. I'm just gonna put this blue bindi because it could sound silly, but I really like matching my bindis with my clothes. So yeah. So yeah, you guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this. I mean, tell me you did, because I spent so long trying to film this. I filmed this twice, so please tell me you enjoyed watching this video and you found this helpful, please. So yeah, this is my 2020s Diwali makeup. Actually, no, this is my 2020s Diwali makeup. Also, this is like a mask that my aunt stitched for me. She gave it to me yesterday. It's so pretty.
So finally, stay safe. Happy Diwali, guys, and send me pictures if you recreate this look. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.